forge greatness. This is what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
The OR token is not a security. The OR token is not a stock. It is a video game token and is used for in-game purchases in OR-supported websites, video games, and the ORForge NFT marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of any ownership of OR Systems Inc., any video games, content, media productions, or other, until options are extended. OR Systems Inc. is a privately owned and operated organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you approach the OR token at your own discretion. No one involved in this video is a financial advisor.
Just wait, honey, till I tell all the boys about you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, is that us?
That's us.
That's
I know.
us. What is going? Yeah, Lucas,
Hey.
you're right. Lucas, you are a regular on our show. Look at them
It's
crashing
getting
again.
to seem to be that way.
He said you guys
What's
aren't holding
up?
it up. I gotta be on.
No way, man.
I'm kidding.
Man, look at that. What on what other podcast, YouTube live stream, whatever, do you have the CEO of a company on hanging out with us fools
regularly
every hour?
Regularly.
Well, not regularly, like every hour. Every Wednesday on the Warrior Hour, which I want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Episode 37, Warrior Hour. Really appreciate you guys for being here on time. Again, another hour with you is we're very appreciative. We're very appreciative of it. Who do we have on today? Exciting show. Dr. Mona. I don't want to mispronounce her last name, so I'll let her introduce Jhaveri. I bet the J is silent,
We're
but
gonna
from
find
Music Beats Cancer. What a great cause. What a great time to be on our show, because we got that spark. We got that spark. The spark, Music Beats Cancer. Can't wait to really learn about that. She's been on like NBC, ABC. And now she's on the Warrior Hour. Oh, she's going nowhere else but up.
It takes a while to get up to that, you know.
It does. It does. She was on. She had to warm up on NBC4, ABC7. Those are like New York stations. And now the Wednesday Warrior Hour with your host Eric, Jimmy, and Armando. Special guest Lucas. How's it going? Special
At this
guest
point, I think it's
again.
more of a casual guest.
Casual guys.
Yeah. Also
Anyways,
participating trophy.
yes. Thank you. All right. So, by the way, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. We are at 9,200 subscribers, almost. You tell a friend, we're at 18K. That's all we're asking for. And then you know what's going to happen. When we're at 18K, we're going to tell you to tell your friends again, and we're going to be at 36. And we're going to tell those people to tell their friends. Well, we'll be at 1 million by tomorrow, I think. With the we got 1,100 people on. We got 1,100 people on. Hello, 1,100 people. Thank you for joining us.
Right.
You're not missing it. You are missing you're not missing anything right now because we're just rambling. But also don't forget, Cool Wallet, free Cool Wallet with a purchase of $500 or more
Right.
or purchased with PayPal.
With
Remember,
PayPal.
we have that back again. Go on our site, buy some more, use PayPal. $500 get you a free Cool Wallet. It's like a $200 value right there.
It really is. I'm
It,
surprised
it,
Eric isn't showing his right now. He's usually got it
yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, you know what? I
He's ready.
realized my camera.
Oh, and
doesn't-
hey,
I think he's on
I do
Tinder or
like
something.
yeah, swiping left, swiping left. And I do like your background, Eric. Look at that. Or
Thank you very
Spark, thank
much.
you.
Or Spark, gentlemen.
Right
Or
below
Spark.
here.
Yeah.
Here's the
Do you guys
address right
see?
there.
Do you guys wait? And do you guys see the? So we have the Warrior Hour. That's been up there for a while. We have the video game. Lucas has that, and now we have Spark. You know, we have Black Knights coming up. I mean, it's still being worked on. We just got a lot of stuff happening. We're not just the OR token. You got to remember, the OR token is just the foundation of everything else we're trying to do here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. Thank you.
This thing is sweet.
Gosh, I feel like people forget that.
Yeah, we are more than a token project. We've always said that too, so it's like, yeah, it shouldn't be any surprise to anybody.
Oh no, especially not to our 1,196 fans that are watching right now,
The real Warriors.
and then the billions that are coming on in a little bit because they're running a little late. They're waiting for the guest.
Sure.
Oh man, so what else we got going on at the OR system?
Well, Or
How's those-
Spark is up. Or Spark is up.
Oh,
If
yeah.
Anybody doesn't know.
Spark.
Spark is up.
Or Spark is up and running.
We hit our timeline. We hit our
Spark.com.
August 1st. It's up. Hopefully you guys are
F,
signing up.
F plus, man. We barely got it out the window, but it made it. A couple last minute obstacles that we had to negotiate. The upgrades are out on the Forge as well, with the music being an opportunity, so you can sync your Spark and your or Forge accounts for some additional functional capabilities on the Forge. Really neat stuff, man. Kudos to Nick. He's killing it.
At the and I think he was also at a conference too, and all this was trying to happen. Speaking to a bunch of lawyers at the University of Texas, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome.
All right.
All right. Eric, how are those learn to earn things coming along? Are we all set with
One
those?
more. We have one more left.
Nice. Look at that.
And it's going to
Wait,
be the cake topper.
Are you starring in it? Because if you're not starring, like I said last week, if you're not starring in it, I ain't watching.
There might be a metaverse version of myself in these
Oh.
Earn to Learn.
A meta Eric.
There's a bloopers reel for
Yeah,
Eric
right.
doing all the.
There you go. And
Eric.
he won't be EKE out there in the metaverse. Just remember that, guys. In the antiverse,
He'll be
there is no
meta
EKE.
meta EKE.
EKE.
Oh, those were the days.
What do you mean
30,
those were the
40 mil
days?
days.
What do you mean
Those,
those were
the days are still coming. Days are still
Yeah,
coming.
They're still happening.
It's still happening, even more so, because that was just when people really didn't know what we were trying to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still think they don't.
They only watch that. They only get to the cliff notes. They don't know the real deal. you
I
know?
think everybody should go sign up for Spark. Just what's it going to hurt?
I know.
Or-spark.com. Sign up. You got
That
some
is true.
music? You want to put it up there? Sign up.
Got some videos, got some content. Hey, it's all there
Yeah.
for you to put out there.
Yeah.
Stay away from the big guys. Use us. Use us. You too. You
Grow-
guys
grow
write
with
music.
us. Grow with us.
Grow with us. Get in early.
Get in
Get in early.
Yeah.
And then you can go when, whatever. When, sir?
When?
When?
Damn it, when? Sir.
Anyway, got so Mona's coming. She is. We got a couple minutes here. Anything else you want to throw out there that we're working on, Lucas? Because I know that I don't want to say anything. I know a
Yeah.
couple things going on,
Yeah.
but I'm not allowed to talk. So I might as well ask the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
Right.
So
Yeah, we're getting everything lined up for the 50 state NFT release for where the alpha is going to be for the AR game. So I mean, really neat concepts, man. Getting all of this technology out from behind a computer screen, put it on your phone, get interactive with some areas and some interests around the United States. I think it's really cool. Sean's got some great things set up for post alpha for what we're going to do operationally with the game. It's going to be really neat. Keep a lookout early next week ish. The NFTs should be lined up, ready to mint on the Forge. And that kind of syncs up with our staking that we're getting ready to unfold, which you'll be able to stake your NFTs within the Ore Forge or ecosystem and earn ore in addition to that.
Ooh,
It's really hard to kind of keep tabs on everything that's going on. You have to constantly stare at a calendar to figure out where everything's lining up. It's really hectic and really busy.
Can imagine, and that's why you're on your 8th cup of coffee.
Yeah. I just 6 maybe.
Maybe 6.
7 at night, man. Lucas is pushing it, man.
Decaf after lunch.
No, I'm a coffee guy myself, so.
Well, you always have your Starbucks cup. You always got your Starbucks cup. I mean, it gets filled with water by the time it's at the show, but I know it's filled with macchiato latte or iced something.
He is talking to you,
Starbucks.
Eric.
No, I like iced black coffee with a shot of espresso, man. No cream, no sugar.
No cream or sugar. Okay.
Yep.
He likes it raw. Oh, baby, he likes it raw. He likes it raw.
You guys, why don't I play this Spark intro for everyone, so maybe they can get a little taste of it. You know what I mean? Let's do that.
Yeah, while we're waiting for
Get everybody hyped.
About a minute. Here you go. Welcome back.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I like that. I like the people that make our stuff.
So the Spark looks pretty interesting. I think y'all should sign up for it. Me and Eric are on it.
Absolutely.
How do you do that again?
I'm on it.
How about we remind people? How do we?
Right below you'll see
forgot.
the website's right below. It's right here. Or Spark. All the way under Lucas. See it? Oh, there it goes. ORE-spark.com.
Where?
Oh goodness, Armando.
Dad joke. Dad joke. Oh, I do like your shirt. Egon.
I know it looks
Egon, but not forgotten.
I know
Look
it
at
looks
that.
backwards to everybody.
Do you think he would like that shirt if he saw that? Do you think he would like it?
Harold Ramis, probably.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think you would find that very funny.
I think it would yeah.
All right. All right. I think we got Dr. Mona. I'm going to let her in. Here we go.
Here we go. Music beats
Here it is.
cancer.
Here it is.
We're going to beat cancer with music. Boom.
Oh, boy. Dr.
Hello.
Mona, how's it
Hello.
going?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
We sure
Absolutely.
can.
Loud and clear.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right. How's it going this evening? Oh, no. Where are you based out of right now?
Well, guys, I am in Connecticut. That's where I
Okay.
live. But right now I'm in Newport, Rhode Island,
Oh, okay. Oh,
vacationing.
nice. Oh, on your vacation, you decided to join us?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotcha.
In fact, that was it was a little bit of a hurdle just back from the beach, getting the kids set up for dinner.
Nice. Oh,
But I appreciate your interest in our organization.
Absolutely.
of course. No, we appreciate your time, and we're honored to have you on here. And
Thank
can
you.
you pronounce your last name?
It's Jhaveri.
Oh, Jhaveri. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jhaveri. Mhm.
Kind of like it's spelled, right?
Yeah.
We're sitting there
Yes,
going,
with the H being silent.
right.
Got it. We thought the J was silent, but thank you. Thank you for that clarification. So would you mind if we asked you a couple of questions?
Of course, of course.
Cool. Lucas, you want to kick things off here?
Yeah. Dr. Mona, my name's Lucas. I'm the chief executive for the OR Systems, and I just want to say thanks for taking the time when you're traveling to hop on with us.
Of course.
Hopefully, we won't waste it. So this is kind of a dead giveaway from the project name, but could you tell us what Music Beats Cancer is doing and the purpose behind the nonprofit?
Yeah. So sorry, just tell me if there's a sound issue or anything, because I just got an alert. So I'll back up a little bit. Just to give you my background, I'm a cancer researcher by training, and I did a lot of my work at the National Cancer Institute. And as a scientist, it's really interesting. We invent a lot. We discover and we invent, and what happens to those great ideas is often not clear to the general public. But some of those great ideas, in fact, can be solutions for cancer, new treatments, new therapies, new diagnostics, et cetera. And that's what happened to me. When I was up in the lab, we had an invention, and it was it was a small, actually, piece of DNA that was to be a treatment for ovarian cancer. And I left my world of academia, and I then became what we call a biotech entrepreneur. And that's how we take science discovered in the lab and we move it toward the clinic. That's basically the process of commercializing the science. And so in that journey, I realized how difficult it was to really translate an idea into a real medicine. And one of the major difficulties, of course, is raising funds. Right. I think that's true for any entrepreneur. But in the biotech space and in a therapy, it's extremely difficult because the hurdles are high, it's cash intensive, it's time intensive, lots of regulatory, and where do you find that money before you can even prove principle that this innovation works? So inevitably, even though we raise money and so forth, we just couldn't raise enough to keep going. So inevitably, I shut that organization down, and I launched Music Beats Cancer as a way to support entrepreneurs like myself who have great ideas in hand, but they lack the funding to move forward. And what we set Music Beats Cancer up as a crowdfunding platform, like a Kickstarter, but for a cancer solution. And you guys know what Kickstarter is, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why it was even formed. It's actually a B Corp that was formed for the same reasons, to help creatives raise money through the crowd because they couldn't raise money through the classical channels. And so that's what I thought. We need to do the same for entrepreneur scientists. We need to give them an avenue to raise money through the crowd if they can't raise money through traditional venture capitalists and so forth. And then we realized, well, wait a minute, we need a way to reach the crowd. And that's where music came into play. And so we strategically partnered with music industry entities and actually up and coming artists. And then they became our access to the people and to get innovation in the hands and the minds of people. And so that's what Music Beats Cancer is. It's really an off the beaten path sort of charitable organization that's drawing from a crowd model, innovation, and music.
Oh, that's
I know.
A lot to unpack.
but drinking through a fire hose. Do you have any interactions with the like any of the project participants outside of the music, or or if so, what's it like to get to listen to those details that could potentially change the aspect of the way that the care is administered?
Yeah, so like I said, we work with startups basically,
Mhm.
and startups that are working on all kinds of solutions under the sun. Like ideas that you would never think about, but people are working on, right? And it's our job as an organization to figure out how do we, if these are worthy ideas, they should be in the hands of people. They should get to the people, and that's our job. And so really, there's no shortage of biotechs. There's no shortage of great ideas. Inevitably, there are things like new screening tools, new prevention tools, new ways to help cancer patients navigate medtech tools, I guess I call them, right? Like, how do we just navigate this very complicated disease? There's all kinds of ideas out there, and really, we are frankly no different than a Kickstarter. We're just exclusively focused on cancer ideas versus new albums, new movies, new widgets, whatnot.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's really cool.
And how exactly, or did you, or do you still go about finding the talent that you deal with?
Yeah, so that's a good question. And just to back up, so the interesting thing is, like, I'm not in the music industry. I'm a scientist. So for me to have ventured into the music industry was a really it was a big hurdle. Mm-hmm. And I knocked on a lot of doors, and of course, a lot of doors shut down. But I realized if you just kept knocking, you'll find a friend or two, and that friend or two will open doors, more doors. And so that's what happened when I met one of the co-founders of Reverb Nation. I don't know if you know this organization, but basically they sort of a portal for artists all over the world. And that's how we would source our artists, is through Reverb Nation. And frankly, they have maybe over 4 million artists in this portal. So what we were doing with the artists is we'd bring them on our platform, and each of them would have a page and a donate button. And then we started coming up with ways to sort of engage them as a way to do fundraising and awareness raising. We formed what we call challenges. And if you've ever heard of the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, yeah. I did
Yeah,
it.
how couldn't you have?
Yeah, so we modeled our system kind of in a similar way, except we called it the Music Beats Cancer Challenge, where the artist who raised the most, we're going to get something unique, a performance opportunity or some way to get their music out there. And so that's how we began. And we also have sort of a relationship with Republic Records, which is a major record label. And so they were helping us run these challenges as well. And then more recently, we've been working with iHeartRadio. And again, the artists who would raise the most, we get their song on the radio or on the Jumbotron at the Jingle Ball. And so that's how we sort of created I guess I call it like maybe like a grassroots way of reaching the fans. So these artists became really powerful for us. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
I've had a couple of my bands on Reverb Nation. I'm familiar with it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
cool. we have 2 musicians, Jimmy and Eric there. So, just kind of real quick. So, I'm an artist on some sort of website or something. There's a donate now, and that's how funds go into this charity or into this group.
Yeah. So actually, to be more specific, every artist has a page on our platform, and that page has a donate button. And then when we launch a challenge, there's a leaderboard. And so what happens is, as the artists are raising money, their image moves to the front of the leaderboard. And then that's how we like egg everybody on. And we're like, oh my God, Eric's in the lead. No, but James is really close by. And so we get like, we tag everybody. It would be truly like a fun grassroots way of raising funds and showcasing the artists. And like I said, iHeart was supportive in this as well. And we were I'd say one of the more fun things that we did was the artists who raised the most, they'd get their music video on the Jumbotron at the Jingle Ball. And the Jingle Ball is, as you guys may know, is this really, celebrity, I guess, concert. That was a ton of fun for us and the artists.
That's really neat. We should definitely keep in touch after this. We're just now dabbling in the music distribution too, so we might be able to help you guys out with giving some playtime to your artists as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, for a great cause too.
Yeah, absolutely. Benevolence is to me, it's infectious. You know, as soon as you start helping people, everybody wants to get involved. Everybody wants to help. It's really near and dear to our whole team. Honestly, we've got a lot of veterans, owners of our company, and some charitable roots that we try and foster with all of our projects and conversations on the show as well. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing some of your story with us.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I also want to say, I think one of the things that really surprised me about musicians is they were so authentic, and almost everybody had a story. And what happens is, you know, we have Reverb Nation sort of blasted on their portal, and all these people apply or subscribe, or however it's called, and we'd start bringing them on our platform. And before we brought them on our platform, I would speak to every single artist that we would bring on, and everybody had a story. And in fact, I learned so much from them. I don't think they realized it, but every time I shared, this is what Music Beats Cancer is, they then shared their story. And it was really meaningful to me, and it actually helped me grow. So I think to myself, you know, these artists, they're gold. They're gold in so many ways, and they're powerful because they, you know, I don't think people realize how powerful you are as artists, because people look up to you. You have the ability and the power to change and shape culture and new thinking. And that's exactly what they did. They would put their page out on their social media and say to their fans, guys, I'm doing this, and this is why it means a lot. So I really see these artists as truly important components, at least in our charity.
That's awesome.
That is great. Have you guys thought about accepting crypto as a form of payment? Last Christmas, we had the opportunity to work with Upbring, I believe is the name of the company, and they specifically help people accept crypto and process it for their organization. Really be another avenue for you guys to get some funds brought in from a different source. I don't know
we have looked into it. We haven't taken the jump as yet. We've had a lot of ideas though, from just that, accepting crypto, to can we having our own Music Beats Cancer coin or an NFT, but using the artists, sort of the artists, like their music and a little bit of why they care about the organization. And we have a lot of these little blips that I thought they were so precious. Just because what we would do with iHeartRadio is we'd give them like a 30-second snippet of the music, why the artist cared, and then a little bit of me saying what this organization is. And they were very, very powerful little snippets. And we thought, oh, they'd be great NFTs to enable people access to something. So we've been definitely thinking through this path. I think it's a critical, important, and an NFT where if people purchase it, money goes not only to the charity, but they go to the artist. So the artists feel incentivized to be part of our platform.
That's what we've got going. We have a music distribution platform. Yeah, absolutely. We should definitely talk after the show and get to pass some more specifics along to you. I think it would really suit some of your goals.
There's a lot of dots we could connect. I was just thinking the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Obviously, you keep your finger on the pulse of the research community. Could you talk about how the transition from researching targeted therapies to focusing on the funding aspects of research? Like that?
Yeah. So I make a distinction between research and innovation, or biotech, right? Okay. And research is what is done at Johns Hopkins and Dana-Farber and, you know, all these sort of National Cancer Institute. And research is about understanding and learning more. But once discoveries are made, I put that in the realm of what I call innovation, because then they're ripe to be on a path of commercialization and they can become things. And we talk about, like, we all know about the vaccines, for example, right? Like at one point they were a research idea and then they evolved and then they became a real vaccine, but that it had to be put on a path of commercialization to become something real for the people.
Like
right? So I mean, you think about the Modernas of the world or BioNTechs. There's so many companies like that have ideas, and yet so many don't get funding and they go nowhere, and their innovation dies in what we call the valley of death, which is it's where all the great ideas go to die because of a lack of funding, not for research, but for advancing the innovations. And so that's where our charity is strictly focused on. But when it comes to funding, and I think this is what happens, like it all kind of gets collapsed. So cancer research is funded primarily by our tax dollars, and also by philanthropy, but more so by our tax dollars. But once an idea is born, the question is who funds that? It's not our tax dollars, it's investors. Angels or institutional investors. I mean, there may be some grants here and there, but not many. There's really not many, there's not a lot of what we call non-dilutive funds to advance innovation. And as a charity, that's what we are about. We're about, we provide a way for innovation to be supported through the charitable giving of the crowd. And in that giving, these startups can access non-dilutive funds, which I think is really important. I call them passion capital. And I think passion capital, right? Because these ideas, they're nascent and they need to be advanced. And an investor's not going to invest at these early stages. And these startups can no longer tap public funds. So we needed a way to provide them with non-dilutive funds simply to determine whether these ideas should move forward or not. And truly, as innovation goes, there's a lot of failure. And the thing about innovation is that if we don't try, that some people will say, if we don't invest in failure, we're never going to succeed. We're never going to know it works. So I think that's sort of our viewpoint, is that we've got to at least engage the public to try. And can you imagine how many, latent Modernas are out there, or BioNTech, or many of these other companies that we never heard of, and then suddenly there is a key breakthrough.
Yeah, especially this fiscally conservative time that we find ourselves in, with everybody not wanting to go on a limb and overextend themselves financially. We're a startup as well, so we'll feel all those pains that we've talked about. Really challenging times, and thankful that the benevolent aspects of helping for solutions isn't lost on some people.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think, these are challenging times for a lot of people, but then you've got the other side of the spectrum where there's a lot of people who are acquiring wealth, who have acquired wealth, and they're younger. They have different values. They want to see, they're about innovation, they're about health, and they're about equity, right? So I think, and Music Beats Cancer, I feel like when I began this idea, this was, I actually filed for the charity in 2012, right? But I didn't really launch it until 2014.
Oh, wow.
And when I launched it, it was just rejected. And it was people did not know the word biotech. Crowdfunding was not something people understood either. I mean, really, this was before Uber. It was before Airbnb. And even those crowd models took many, many years before they would break into something, right? So I would say, there was a lot ahead of our times. There was a lot of like, why don't you find a celebrity, or, and we found a lot of power in the emerging artists. We saw them as very authentic. So there was a lot of pushback in what we were doing. And it was really COVID pandemic that changed us in a way. Suddenly we're on the news. Suddenly innovation was a word, something, and biotech were words that people were using. Suddenly people were saying mRNA and PCR tests. They're old news to us as scientists, but to the public, now we have a new lexicon out there. And I think this really, lifted us as an organization, because now we had a new public that cared about innovation.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That kind of cuts both ways with the public having a purview of what you're doing. The more interest there is from the public, the more scrutiny there is from the public. Sometimes that can provide additional challenges.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I also think, one of the things I say to my own community, so for example, we have a vaccine, but there's still for COVID, but there's still, 60 million Americans who won't take it and so forth. So what I believe is that in our community, in the scientific community, the innovation community, we don't have enough leaders to go out there. I mean, now everybody knows who Anthony Fauci is, but before that, we never heard about. The public didn't know who he was. But there are so many Anthony Fauci's, right? There's so many sort of disease experts that should be out there. They should be talking about what they're doing and why it's important and why people need to get behind it.
It's your health, it's your livelihood. Especially after this pandemic. We need this kind of support more. Now more than ever. We've always needed it, but especially now.
Yeah, so true.
That is. So there's definitely been a lot of ups and downs with research and the funding. I'm guessing that you've experienced. So outside of the music, the medicine, what do you like to do to unwind?
Oh, it's a good.
Like what you're doing right now in Rhode Island.
Well.
I'm doing it.
Well,
I'm talking to these four guys.
I think it's interesting because, you guys are entrepreneurs, right? I'm an entrepreneur. And I think entrepreneurship is often born out of your own circumstance as well. You find yourself in a circumstance, you find yourself in a journey, in a moment, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to make the most. I'm going to figure out how to capitalize and do something great. And I guess for me as a scientist turned biotech entrepreneur, but also at the same time, and I always leave this out, when I started my company way back, like I said, we had an invention, and then I spun out a company and realized just how difficult it was to get it off the ground. But the detail I left out also is that I was a mother. I was having kids. I was having babies. And in fact, and the funny story is I was pitching. I was pregnant. I had a lab, and I was breastfeeding. And I couldn't network. And one of the reasons Music Beats Cancer has been virtual is because I can't go out. I was just too bound to the house for kids and duties and so forth. And I learned to try to create this as a virtual concept. And of course, when COVID happened, we were perfectly situated, I suppose. But I always tell people, had this happened 10 years ago, where there was no LinkedIn or where networking virtually couldn't happen. I don't think I would have survived this. My kids were born 2007, 2009. At that time, I don't think I was on LinkedIn. I think it was just starting, right?
MySpace.
And yeah, I remember, being very pregnant, and I hired a lobbyist, in fact, because I was living in DC, and I said, look, I can't network, so you're going to introduce me to people somehow. And I'm just going to show up, and it's going to be in the daytime, and I'm not going to be able to drink or anything like that. So that's how people just get around their circumstance. And so I find myself as a mother and a entrepreneur, and somehow they've become one and the same. I think as a mother, you're caregiving, but you're caring for the people of your team. You're caring for your audience. you find your threads almost mixing, but still working. And I would say I used to be very frustrated as a mother because I was like, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that, only to realize that maybe that was just my power, right? Like some of these attributes as a mother, I was actually, putting forth as an entrepreneur, and they were working, I guess.
That's awesome.
Totally relatable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm constantly bouncing. My wife, she's probably proofread more things that I write. I want to make sure we always scrutinize everything, and work ends up bleeding over into the family more often than not. We're talking this at the dinner table sometimes, and not everybody's as interested in it as I am. It's entertaining though.
Very true. I thought she was going to say, yeah, let's go to the beach to unwind.
Yeah, because I never really answered your question, which is, I guess I don't actually think about what I feel like I have two constant jobs, and they're relentless and sometimes thankless, and you're just like, now I just have to do the juggle. And then what I would say what consumes me the most is how do I stay powerful, impactful, rested, strong, to constantly do this juggle. And then, I find myself building in time to do just what you're saying, Armando, is like, I better find that time just for myself. Maybe it's grab a cup of coffee and, I do go to the gym, I do exercise, but I see that as all part of if I'm not physically strong, I'm not mentally strong. And you often are really juggling.
That's true. Apologies, my headset.
So no karaoke or anything? Bowling?
Yeah.
No time.
Well, I do have a lot of fun things. I certainly read, and I do enjoy that. Things like kayaking, and we were just swimming in the ocean, and I love that. I love travel. I have to say, if there's one thing I love the most, I think I just like talking to people who are not in my realm. I find that to be the most fun, the most challenging, the most rewarding, and the most. If there's one thing you learn, it's if you're open. It's amazing how much you learn from people who are just outside your purview. And I would say that keeps me going. That keeps me alive. I think I'll find people who don't know what I'm doing, and even people like you. We're in different worlds. But imagine how much, I'm teaching you and you're teaching me, and I walk away more powerful and you walk away more powerful. To me, I get a real high off of stuff like that. And it's in the most random places. You could be at the grocery store.
Couldn't agree with you more. So you're right about that. That's a good answer.
But it's really true. It's not like I'm trying to just be inspiring. I actually.
Oh, you're right.
Love it. This is a thing. How do I find someone who's kind of operating in another place on this planet and learn and figure out, because that keeps me in touch with people. That makes me alive.
The world would be boring. The world would be boring if it was filled with everyone was just like you. You know what I mean? It would be boring. That's what makes it interesting. Agreed.
I think also I think as society wants to box us into spaces and places, and you're this and that. And so it's interesting. So I'm Indian American. My husband's a Jewish American, from Eastern Europe. And my kids are, a mix. And they will say things like, are we biracial? Are we? And we're like, no, it's just one race. It's just one people. But there's this tendency for society to have boxes.
Tribalism,
and,
I get it.
And it's totally natural and totally normal. And we want to be accepted in a place, in a space. And yet there's too many of us that have become too multifaceted that we actually connect with many people. Yes. And now we're in many boxes. And we got to get comfortable with that.
We have to.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I just learned something.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling very inspired, actually. Really. And I think
appreciate it.
music is a healing element unto itself, and I love how you're using it to leverage helping more people.
Yeah.
No, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for your work.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate it. I'd love to chat with you guys offline too, and
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
figure out.
We're a fun bunch. You really are.
Oh yeah.
And you're talking about having all the multifaceted boxes and things that this is probably the best and strangest group of guys I've ever worked with. And I mean strange in a good way, but
like you said, like strange in a good way. We're all so different, but we all come together for this one common goal. You know what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
And we all have places of connection. And that was the other thing from Reverb. We were talking about that. We would get artists from all over the world that would want to join our platform or want to be on iHeartRadio or whatever it was. And yet, it was so humbling because I realized we were all connected because we cared about combating this disease.
Yeah.
Cancer is not a thing of the United States or the developed world. It's all over the world. Right. And so the artists that we have are all different genres, all different ages, all different, there are different languages. It is extremely touching to see this group coming together for a cause that was sort of bigger than, better than all of us type of thing. So I do appreciate the diversity that artists bring to the table.
It's pretty cool.
True. Yeah,
I'm inspired. I'm excited. Sorry, I gotta say it again. I really am.
Thank you.
Dr. Mota, thank you again for your time. Before we part, do you have any parting words or anyone you want to shout out for our millions of viewers now and the billions who'll be watching this later? Is there anyone you want to call out or say thank you to, or
call out?
Call out. Hello. Sorry.
Well, I certainly would love for people to come to our website. It's musicbeatscancer.org.
Or link in the description.
I would love for you to come to our website. And certainly if there are artists out there that want to be part of this, please shoot me an email at mona@musicbeatscancer.org. Like I said, we are really growing a family, and I say this in the truest sense, a family of artists that really care. And I love it. I think if there's one thing I feel that's where we've accomplished the most, it's pulling together all this diversity, but under, one roof type of thing. It's extremely powerful. So I'd love for artists to come in, more artists to join us. We have about a couple hundred on our platform, but our goal in future is to have thousands of artists be part of this.
Pretty sure you can count me and Jimmy in. And actually, these guys, they're going to be doing some stuff with us as well musically. They just don't know it yet. Lucas and I'm looking at
I'd love to follow you guys.
What's your favorite social that you normally engage with the most?
So we have Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. From the biotech perspective, I tend to engage more on LinkedIn, but I think for the musicians, it's really Instagram. And we've also been launching these new live stream events, and they're tributes actually to music icons who died of cancer. And this next one coming up will be a tribute to Aretha Franklin. She passed away from pancreatic cancer. We've done ones in the past, Van Halen, David Bowie. Again, this is yet another amazing sort of initiative where we see these artists as not only amazing because of their music, but because of what they stood for. So we see them as, powerful role models to emulate.
I was just thinking titans within industry, they stand for something. Not everybody does. And so it's great when somebody steps up and says, put it on my back, I'll get it. Really appreciative of those people.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
You're
No,
absolutely
thank you so
No,
much for
thank
your time
you.
tonight. We really appreciate you coming on. It's inspiring. Hopefully, we can get everybody pointed at your socials and reaching out. If you're an artist and you want to be a part of their project, go follow them on Twitter and go to their website and send Mona an email.
Yeah, check the link in our description,
Yeah.
musicbeatscancer.org. And yeah, check it out. I put the website on there for a little bit, but yeah, check it out for yourself. It's very interesting and a great cause too. So,
Absolutely.
Dr. Moda, thank you again. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you,
I know,
guys.
especially on vacation. Hopefully you enjoy the rest. Hopefully you didn't steal too much time from your family. Tell them thank you for us. Really appreciate it.
it. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you now.
Enjoy your
Bye
evening.
now. Thank you. What a sweetheart she was.
Yeah, that
Man,
lady was smart
Great chat.
and sweet.
do I feel insignificant every time we have
Somebody that's smart.
Yes, I do. I don't know about you guys.
I'm
I
a
do.
dummy.
Here I am just trying to work, and here they are working and doing stuff for like
Changing the world.
millions of people.
Yeah, not only
Here I am trying to make you guys before you guys happy.
she's a scientist. She's extremely smart. And I think that's a very articulate. And here I am, hosting this podcast. No, I'm kidding.
The Star Wars shirt.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
Smooth as silk, Eric.
It was right. That was fantastic, though. It was.
You
Really
could have
good.
ironed it at least. Come on.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that. It's showing up, man. My HD camera. Seems like it's showing up.
This is fun. I really don't feel that significant anymore. Just kidding, guys. We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot. We're helping
You
artists.
got a button up. You got a button up shirt on, man. You're the
Yeah,
classiest
I
guy.
changed.
Join
There's,
Armando.
yeah, tell that there's like I think it's flowers.
Jimmy's
Trying
got
to
a
be
wonderful
online.
tribute shirt on. Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man.
I think this,
God. God.
But it looks backwards to the viewers.
Yep.
Oh, it does. Looks good to
Yeah.
me.
My camera's
to the other-
backwards because I'm broke.
Yeah, gotcha. Anyway, no, I think this was a good show. Really appreciate the time, guys. And Lucas, thank you for being a permanent guest on our show. We might, if you're here again, guys, if he's here every week until week 52, we got to add his name to the logo.
Hey Armando, did
I
you
was
ever
gonna
notice?
say-
You ever notice when Lucas is on? It's like he's got a clipboard. And he's checking things off. Like, what is he writing, man? This is like our weekly evaluation, man, for work.
That's what it is.
Always makes me.
Are we hitting our management
I'm a
business?
note taker. I'm a note taker all
He
the time.
is. Remember,
Hey, you
out
never
in
know.
Vegas, he had that book. He was just writing it.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
whole time? Oh, good thing I didn't go.
That's
I
right.
had COVID.
Lucas note taker.
Yeah, Lucas took notes on you having COVID.
Yeah.
Armando,
I still have a little cough sometimes, that son of a. That was in January, guys. It's 7 months later. Anyway.
Mr. CEO,
Well-
what did you want to discuss?
Oh yeah, did you have anything to talk about? Any closing remarks? before
Yeah,
we call it a day?
closing remarks. Everybody was curious as to how Spark's going to engage with the OR token in the ecosystem. We're still working through some stuff on that. Wanted to get the mechanics of the streaming service down packed to figure out how we could integrate the token aspects to that part. So be patient. We appreciate all the feedback we're getting. Some of it great, some of it constructive, some of it not so constructive. But as always, that's why we're publicly, known for who we are and what we're doing with the organization. So you can reach out and voice your concerns. So thank you, and yeah, that's about it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You heard
cool.
it from the
Well,
man, the boss.
you heard it from the man, the myth, the legend. All right.
Out there in the pasture.
All right. Out there in the pasture.
How's the pasture
He's
going?
I think he's going to a rodeo across the street, literally. He's gonna. I think you ride some bulls. You ride a bull. You.
I could not get on a bull the last time they came through town, but luckily I'm having like all kinds of irrigation issues, so I'm digging up
wonderful.
holes. Oh yeah, it's super fun chasing stuff around, but
Oh boy.
so that,
I hear you.
it's what we knew it going into it, so I'm enjoying all of it. As frustrating as it is sometimes.
Oh no, you know you're loving it. You love that stuff. You love the outdoor.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Well, to the billions watching now and the trillions who'll be watching this later, it's been another great Warrior Hour. We got a lot more in store. Definitely check us. Oh, sorry.
Sign up for OrSpark.
Yep.
OrSpark.
Sign up or Spark.
ORE
Always like and subscribe.
Spark.
Tell your friends about us. Oh yeah, ORE-Spark.com. Sign up. Be part of the community. Be part of change.
Right here.
We're here. We're here for you guys. We're here every week. We'll be here forever. Well, not forever, because
Click, like, subscribe, and the purchase $500 in OR tokens will get you a Cool Wallet Pro.
Yes.
that is true. That
Using
is true.
PayPal.
Using PayPal.
PayPal.
Get yourself a cool wallet because those things are really cool and they're all
Yeah.
branded.
That's
and
why else wouldn't they be called?
Have you done any purchases or sent tokens with your Cool Wallet? It's pretty cool, man.
I put
you-
everything on there, but I
yeah.
haven't done anything with it. It just sits
I
there.
really
ain't
need-
sending. I ain't sending.
I let
I'm
it
keeping
sit.
mine
Because
because we're going to the moon. To the moon. When moon, sir?
When, sir?
When now? When now?
All right, guys. Well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Till next week. Warriors out.
Oh, Warriors are out.
What does CBGB stand for?
Country Bluegrass Blues.
We have a band.
You're gonna want to crank it.
Not very country.
This club's gonna be different.
This band is Talking Heads.
We're Blondie.
We're the Ramones.
We're the Dead Boys.
Patti Smith Group.
Lou Reed. I can't sleep on a mattress when bands are getting signed right and left.
These kids have something to say. We really should listen.
Introducing the Cool Wallet Pro, an enhanced hardware wallet the size of your credit card, yet packs the most sophisticated cold storage technology inside, giving you full control of your digital assets whenever, wherever you need it. Cool Wallet Pro connects offline to only your mobile device within a 10-meter distance, and requires you to physically confirm every transaction on your Cool Wallet Pro after checking transaction details for optimal security. Cool Wallet Pro is designed for the professional crypto user who needs more than just superior security in a hardware wallet. You can plug in directly to the world of DeFi, DEXs, and other dApps, allowing you to earn easy passive income from staking and DeFi on the best crypto blockchains. Through our extensive marketplace, you can trade, sell, and buy directly from trusted third parties, all within the Cool Wallet app. While staying anonymous, retaining data privacy, and avoiding trust risks. With Cool Wallet Pro, the key to your future is in your hands.
Ooh.